Hello my friends, welcome back to A Drill and a Dream. I'm sitting here on my front porch, which is one of my very favorite places to be, especially as the weather is getting better. Sorry if there are any weird noises. The town is working on the road over there a little bit, but I'm hoping it's not too loud. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a porch refresh because I found that it's not too bad right now, but a lot of times it's kind of a catch-all for things that need to leave. You can put them on the porch so they're not in the house, or packages that come and stuff like that. Everything just kind of lands on the porch, which is, I don't know, not an easy fix. But I always feel like whenever one thing is wrong with a place, then everything just starts to pile up. Like if there's one thing out of place or one thing that needs to be put away, then it becomes like, okay, well that place is trashed, so might as well trash it. Which is not a good thing, but that's why I prefer to have everything perfect all the time, honestly, because I just think once one thing goes bad, then everything just spirals downhill. So I feel like that's where the porch is at right now. Also, I'm thinking about doing a bit of a switch up change in the way things are. That is because I got a new piece of furniture. So this love seat here at the end, a friend of mine gave it to me. I think it's very nice, and it's great to have more seating area because currently I just have those two chairs, and a lot of times, you know, my parents will stop by or something, and then you have to pull a chair over, which is fine, but it would be nice to have more conversational seating. But obviously this is not the answer. Straight down the front, including completely over the front door. You know, that's not a good idea. So at first I was thinking, well, I just don't have room for this on the porch. Maybe I can use it in the back. But then I thought, I was driving by and I saw a porch that had kind of like one against the railing and like chairs against the railing and then chairs in the back. So it was more of a looking at each other and talking thing. Well, I feel confident that I can't do that here on the porch, but I could do it over here. This corner has a lot more room than the front of it does. So then I had the thought, this side has a lot more room, and currently I've always had the table and chairs here, but it almost looks a little bit small in this area. I need to bring the rug back over to give it more, it looks really empty without the rug. But I had the thought that maybe I could do some sort of a conversational, like love seat on one side, two chairs on the other side over here, and then instead move the table over to the other side and have it be more of like a cafe sort of thing, you know, up against the wall, but you can still look out. I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but it might work. It just might work. And the other thing I thought about it was if I had the table and chairs over here, it would be a lot closer. You could come out the front door, which would be closer from the kitchen and easier for bringing out your food because we do eat out here a lot. So it's crazy enough, it just might work. And if it doesn't work out to have the love seat here, I can always have it in the back and eventually on the patio. It doesn't match exactly with the wicker of these chairs, but I think it's not too bad. Like when you're looking at it from a distance, they both just look like brown wicker, which is what they are. And it's quite cozy. The things are very slippery, but I need to, unfortunately the backs, they slide down like this. But these ones also slide, but they have ties, which I should tie. But I did get some Velcro, some like outdoor Velcro. I thought that I could use it for the rug also because the rug, it always flips up in the wind. So I thought if I could Velcro it down to the floor, that might be good. And then maybe somehow I could put strips of Velcro. Wait, I thought I had a different idea. My other idea was I could make some ties. And somehow if I could get it into the back and tie it directly in, that might work too. But I'll try the Velcro first because I got that on Amazon. That should be coming soon. That seems like an easy option. But this is nice. It looks like you can take the covers off of these and wash them. No, you must just, oh yeah. Yeah, you can take the covers off. And I also think that they match pretty well. Come here. You know, that looks pretty nice together, so that's a win. I just think it'll be nice to have more of a conversational seating place on the porch, if it all works out as planned. But I'm gonna tie this in so at least one cushion won't be sliding around. even if the top still does. You know, this is definitely upside down. I wonder if these cushions were not made for this chair because they have ties, but there's not really a good place to tie them into. I think I can squeeze this down. Okay, bottoms have been secured. Velcro coming soon. It's pretty cute though. It's very comfy and cozy. Wow. So what I desperately need to do is replant the lilac garden because I have some of these poor plants that just want to be planted and are just waiting to be planted. The fern I'm going to repot into this pot because it's just sitting in there. And I'm going to leave that on the porch is my plan. I really like a nice porch fern. But I think I'm going to start by putting the rug back because that has been out in the backyard for a while now. And I think the porch just looks a lot kind of colder without it. The rug really makes it a nice cozy spot. And the rug says, it's nice to be home and out of the weather. Had this rug for quite a few years now, and I see it is showing some wear. This is probably where it was, like on our old porch. Our porch was about this size, and it was, it had railings all the way around it, like full, no air through railings, all the way down to the ground. And then there was one walkway to go down the porch. And this is probably where it was because it looks a lot more rough right there than anywhere else. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this table here or I might move it to the other side, depending on how, you know, if there's more furniture here, I don't want it to look crowded. And I think, well, I could either put it this way or it might fit this way on that side. Okay, so I'm not sure the best way to do this with the chairs. I'm kind of thinking for the space that we have, maybe having the love seat like this and then the two chairs like that. Or I could also do the like one of them like here and one of them here. But I kind of think that that might be the better option, but we'll see how it looks. I think that everything could really use a bit of a clean. I'm not sure if I ever cleaned these. I think I did. I must have at least wiped them down, but they could use another wipe down. Or maybe a vacuum. Everything just looks kind of gross. So the bummer with this, any way you slice it, well, no, not anyway. Well, see, because if you have it like that, it's not a good walkway to the other side of the porch. I don't know, we're gonna play around with it. Yeah. And keeping in mind, there's always still the option of using this in the back and or just like storing it this summer until next summer when the patio is up and running. But I just think it would be nice to have more conversational options here. Just gotta figure it out. Doesn't have to be, like, it could be more angled. I mean, I think I kind of like this, but what I'm not sure about is I don't like the option of not having a good walkway through here. You could have I don't want to squish too much in just to have more stuff, obviously. That is never my style. Could have like this with one side table. Stay. Stay. They did not stay. This might work out because there's still a decent walkway through. And it's kind of a cozy little area. There's also the possibility, you know, you could have something, even the love seat kind of turn this way. Well, let's see about this. That seems a little tight right there, but you know, that's an option. It's kind of cozy for chit-chatting. And there's really quite a large space here, so I don't feel like that's obstructing that, especially if we put this table over here. It opens this area up quite a bit more for walking through. I don't know, that might be something. I wonder what it would look like if it was more directly like that. I think I like that more, actually. It's not a huge space right here, but oh, sorry, I'm talking and you guys can't even see me. So I moved this basically parallel straight up with that post. So I think there's plenty of room for a walkway. I think I like this better, honestly. This gives it more of a cozy chit-chat space. Oh, it's so pleasant out here, so pleasant. And I think it's less boxy, more of an easy walkway. And I could still put a side table. I could slide this down here, you know, for something to put your drinks on. I don't know if that's better or worse. It kind of seems like it would be nice to have a coffee table here, but I'm not sure that there's really enough room or if it would take up all the room that there is. Especially because each of these chairs have this little footrest, which make them so much more comfortable, and also they're great because you can slide them completely underneath and then they're not in the way at all. But they're kind of cozy anyway if they're out. I think this might work. The only other option would be switching these two. I don't know if that would be better or worse. I don't think it would make that much of a difference. And since I have, you know what else? Mid-sentence. That thing is open on one side, closed on three sides, and I have my lights hidden in it, and with it like that I can push it right up against the chair and then you can't see the open side from any angle. But I almost wonder if it might be better to push this to the side. I don't know if it would look better or worse, but I know that it would be nicer because then if you're sitting on this side you could put your coffee or whatever up here, whereas if there and then you could put your thing on this if you're over here. And if it was vice versa, I don't think it looks good though. I think it looked better over there. And or still maybe looks best yet with nothing. Let me look again. Because I do hate not having a place to put my drink. But I don't like it. So that's that. Honestly, I might still like it best with nothing. And this person, I think, could put their drink on the railing. Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna put anything there because you can just use the railing. I think this is kind of cozy. I think I like it. It's maybe a little bit more furniture. Obviously, it's one piece more furniture than it was before, but I just think it'll be used, and I don't think it looks too much, especially because that walkway is so big. Like, I could lay down from here to the house with ease. So it's plenty of room. And I just think that I'll spend a lot of time sitting here with my friends and my family, chatting and hanging out, and I think that we'll really enjoy this. And with the different kinds of wicker across the way from each other, I don't think you notice it so much that they're different. I just need to find a way to keep these cushions up because that will drive me crazy. Okay, so we like this, that's a win, but hopefully we will also like the dining area. I think I'm just gonna have to store my little lights in my shed instead of hidden places on the porch. I can't wait until the siding is up and then we can put all the lights up. It's gonna look so finished. Let's see how this looks. I'm picturing Parisian cafe. That's cute. I'm gonna put this over here. I love how you will be able to come right out of the front door, right from the kitchen, front door to the table. I think this looks really nice. What do you guys think about the little switcheroo? Here's the view from sitting at the table, beautiful. And then here's the love seat view. Also beautiful, fun conversation with friends and family. What more could you ask for? I don't know about you guys, but I think it still looks really, really good. And I bet that, obviously we'll still eat here for sure, but I bet we'll spend a lot more time on the comfy chairs even than we did before. Because this area is so cozy and inviting, especially with the rug and with the fan and light. I love this fan. I actually should turn it on, it's kind of getting warm. I'll be honest with you, when I got this fan from Dreo, and it was a sponsored thing, and when I got the opportunity, I was like, not to the point yet inside where I would have fans, and so I wasn't sure about it, and then I had the thought about putting it in the porch, and I'm literally so thankful that I did, because it has been just the best thing ever to have the fan blowing. It cools you down in the summer, it helps with bugs, so I really am a huge fan of my Dreo fan of my fan, but for real, it's been so great to have. Now I just want to clean up the entryway part. Okay, I love this little table. It's a catch-all right now, so I need to put some of this stuff away, but I think it's really cute. Let me try to clear it off so I can show you. So I made that gardening box a while ago, and all of these screws came with it. Is that a little bit concerning? I'm pretty sure I put it together correctly, but why are there so many extras? My tools that I take out and then don't put away. I got this table from my grandmother, and I think it's so pretty. It has all this little tile of stones in them. It's very earthy and beautiful. And I want to keep on there just this fern, which I need to repot. I probably could. I wonder if this fits this way. Not super well. I probably could still keep this here, which I do like it here. I don't think that makes it too tight. So I think ideally I would keep just that there, and then I'd really like to get a broom that is beautiful, like something that had a wood handle, like an older style broom that was actually prettier. And I would keep that here to use, but it wouldn't look hot pink. And then hopefully that is all that I actually have. The rest of the stuff I can get rid of. And I'm thinking I can leave my watering cans by my new spigot, which is so fun. I just gotta get, this stuff is all Mom's. See, it's stuff like that that piles up, you know, stuff that needs to go places. But I'm gonna put these in the shed, and then I just gotta redo that garden. I have been really slacking on that. I've been saying that every video for like the last 5 videos that I need to redo the lilac garden, which is so true, but no, I'll get to it soon. Oh, I should take 2 trips. I should definitely sweep the porch more often. It just spruces it up and makes it look a lot nicer. Okay, well, I am so happy about this. I think it is so, so cozy. Yay, I think Clive likes it also. One thing I did want to do before I close up and lose my energy is I wanted to repot this. And there were a few other plants inside that I should pot while I'm at it. That looks really cute there, I gotta say. Okay, here are my plants that need to be repotted. I'm hoping I have enough soil here. If not, I have some more at Mom's. Let's see. Oh, this one had a little stopper. Well, it's gonna be outside anyway. I'm not sure. This fern I don't think is really living its best life, but you know, maybe we can help. Soil is extremely dry. There's one. I think this one is the worst. It is a very tight. Definitely needs some room to grow. Okay. Wow, it'll be interesting to see how this one grows with more room. It's weird. And last but not least, my snake plant I have had for many, many, many years. And has very much outgrown its room. Okay, I think I'm gonna need a little bit more dirt for her, but I can grab that at my parents' house later because I got some when we went to the greenhouse, and then my car was so full of plants that I didn't have room to bring it home. Classic. It does look oh so cute here, and I'm already feeling very confident that I love the layout of the porch. Super duper cute and super duper cozy for chatting and dining. So thanks so much for watching this little porch refresh. I am loving it. I know that I'm going to enjoy many, many summer days going forward this summer here, as I've already enjoyed, but even more so now that we have this fun area. So thanks again for watching. I will see you guys next time on A Drill and a Dream.